I'm going to show you guys the gardens I maintain here where I work at Country Grocer, Tuesday to Thursday. Great Retire is one of my palms. Great retirement job. Been here for, well, it'll be 3 years November 1st. Maintenance and gardener. So these are huge gardens. So it's basically my full-time job is to maintain Phormium tenax. There's some euphorbia in there. Heathers, more Phormium tenax. And it's basically a full-time job, fixing irrigation, shaping everything. I was here this morning at 4:35 a.m. Got to get these Photineas shaped. That Salix needs to be shaped. These are Photinia fraseri. Dry garden, lots of lavenders. And golden chain tree. So it's Country Grocer where I work. And there's a cannabis shop, pharmacy, and then there's like a little deli, and there's a liquor store. There's a Crimson King maple. So this is just some of the gardens I'm going to show you. Harvest Moon there, that's the cannabis store. Liquor store is at the end. And this is Uptown. All the baskets I put those up about a month ago. They're all irrigated. There's a lot of tweaking up in these gardens with irrigation and stuff to make sure everything's working. That one there, yeah, that's good. A lot of the heads break off the emitters, or the pop-ups break. People step on them. Coreopsis there, there's Cordyline australis here. But I start early to beat the heat. It's going to be a really warm day today, up in the 80s, and the clump of Cordyline australis. Lots of roses in there, pieris. More gardens over there. And I just shaped these ones yesterday. That's Escallonia, Pink Princess. There's a Campanula, Perscafolia. There's magnolias in there. I gotta cut that one, Leucotho back. Those are Gara blooming. And yeah, what do you guys think? And keeping all the weeds out of here too. These are all heathers. These bloom in the winter time till spring. I just shaped those ones yesterday. So this is what I do, guys. This is my job. Country Grocer is a big chain. Southern Vancouver Island, there's fuchsia in there, black-eyed Susan, Rudbeckia. There's Cotinus, smoke bush. There's a lot of shaping. It's a lot of maintenance. It's like between weeding, fixing irrigation, and keeping on top of just everything in here. Shaping the shrubs. There's Heuchera blooming. There's, you know what's blooming on the other side there is waxleaf privet. Geez, I missed a spot on that hedge. Oh, maybe I didn't do that one yesterday. I got to do that one. There's a beautiful plant blooming right there from South Africa. Crocosmia, Lucifer. Like I say, these gardens are frickin' huge. You can see them. Massive. By the time I get to one end, all the weeds have grown back on the other end. And everything needs to be, I gotta shape that Escallonia. That's what I'm doing this morning. Shape these ones, I just shaped those, Escallonia. They bloom, they're from Chile, South America. There's Ceanothus in here, California lilac. That one I just shaped. And some of my palms right there, a cluster of 3. And that's all shaped. Nice Tesla. And then there's Agapanthus, I think that's Orientalis blue, another one of my palms. These are a beautiful plant. And right to the end, and then all those gardens in there. It's just never-ending gardens here. It's a great place. When you come to Salt Spring Island here on the Gulf Islands, make sure to stop in at Country Grocer. It's a really good place to work. Great people, great owner. And gardens, they have a garden shop here too. So I'm just going to show you something here. It's sun's just coming up. I think it's just after 6 a.m. Flip that out of there. So it's a lot of maintenance in these gardens. They used to have a crew of, I think, 4 looking after it. They got rid of those guys and they got me in to look after it. They said, Joe, you want to take on these gardens? I got to cut the sight line too on these cherry trees. Those cherry trees are blocking the view when people come out of the driveway. Wendy mentioned that yesterday. So I think I have to cut those back. And then I'm going to show you, there's the liquor store. And then I maintain the yards that he owns too, different houses. There's another Escallonia. I shaped that one. Isn't that beautiful? Greg watering over there. And then here's some privet. There's some pretty cool plants here. Those are waxleaf privet, Japanese evergreen. A lot of evergreens in here. And then this Abelia I shaped yesterday too. That one's good. Irrigation's working. So that's what I do, folks. That's my job here at Country Grocer. Looking after the gardens. Amazing gardens, man. To me, it's rewarding. That's the one I pruned yesterday. I trimmed it with a hedge trimmer. So, smoke bush and bloom cotinus. Anyway, thanks for watching. Cheers from the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific.